So he's in first place. Now, the key is to stay there, isn't it? That's too bad on this shot. He's gone into the water. Whoa, that's too bad. Just goes off the pin there. And from 24 feet away. "11 feet to the cup." Oh, and it just didn't drop. This one looks about 4 feet. And that putt drops. And unfortunately, starting today's round off at 3 over. And now the second hole tee off. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And this one's for birdie. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that one's going to go for par. And after that hole, 3 over for the event. And now let's move to the third hole. Going with the 8-iron here. Too much club, I think. And setting up this next shot in the green side rough. And this putt to save par. Oh, that was so close. And they're about 3 feet away here. And the bogey putt will drop. Okay, and still holding steady in second place after that hole. And now we find ourselves at the fourth hole tee off. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And that shot's back into the short stuff. And about 115 yards to the pin. And going with the 9 iron. And this putt is needed to save par. And this is about a 4-footer. And that one will drop for the bogey. And after that hole, staying right there in second place. And here we are on the 5th. And here's the 5-wood. From 28 feet out. And about 5 feet to go here. And the par putt will drop. And after that hole, staying fast in the second place on the leaderboard. And moving on to the 6th here. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And about $1.15 to the pin from here. This shot may be a bit long, folks. And I think he will like that. And from 26 feet. This one's about 6 feet away. Oh, that was very close. Okay, and now we will take a look at the leaderboard. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. His shot's looking pretty good. And this putt is for birdie. And about 8 feet to the cup from here. And finishing this one with a good putt. And sitting at 6 over for the event after that hole. And next on the plate is the 8th hole. Going with the 8-iron. And that's not very good as far as approach shots go. And I think he's going to like that. This putt's about a 2-footer. And that one drops for par. And just like that, he takes a share of the lead. And on to the 9th hole. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And I kind of wish I was right on that one, but that shot actually ended up in the rough. Just didn't have enough club. That's too bad. That one's didn't even leave the trap. This is looking like 17 feet from here. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And as his event comes to an end, he will finish in 10th place. And that's all for us here, folks, from all of us here at the TGC Network and myself. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some golf. My name's John McCarthy. So glad you could join us, and I can't wait to get things started here on the TGC network. And we are ready to kick off our first round action here. Let's get down to that first tee, see what happens. And here's an 8-iron. And now he's going to be digging that putter out. This one's about 10 feet from the cup. For the birdie. And starting the round with a birdie. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. And a promising looking shot here. And unfortunately, he's gone into the water on this one. All right, and the putter's coming out now. And to save par. Ooh, that was very close. Let's see how things are shaping up on the leaderboard. And after that hole, he will go up to even par. And now getting ready to tee off on this par 3. That looks like the hybrid. Too much club on that, I think. And nothing wrong with that shot. This one's about 3 feet away. And that par putt will drop. And that will lead him to first place on the scoreboard. All right, here's the 4th hole. here is the pitching wedge. And with that, he's on the green. And setting up 13 feet from the cup here. And that one goes for birdie. And he's still tied for first place after that one. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. Too much club. And this putt is needed to save par. This one's about 8 feet. And just missing. This putt's about 7 feet to the cup. And that putt will drop. And he will fall out of first place after that. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. Going with the 8-iron here. And not the intended result, I'm sure, on that approach shot. Five feet to go here. And that putt drops on in for par. And unfortunately, he's going to move down in the standings after that one. And setting up for the par 3 hole. And I think he may have overshot the green. And this one's near the green, but in the rough. And this is to save par. Oh goodness, that was almost in. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for bogey. And after that one, he's unfortunately going to be moving down in the standings. And just about to tee off on this par 3. Here's a pitching wedge. And that shot will be on the green with a fair amount of distance to make up to get that next putt in the hole. And about 17 feet to the cup. And that one will drop. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings. And now the 9th hole. And here's the 3-wood. Just too much club. And this putt's about 3 feet away. And tapping this one in to end the round with a par. And the final round of this event is not far away, folks. He's definitely looking to improve, and we will bring you all of that action very shortly. And that's gonna do it for our broadcast here today. Thank you very much from me and the team here at the TGC Network. See you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I can't wait to get things started as we are just about to kick off our coverage of this event here on the TGC Network. And we are back for our final round coverage of this second event of the season. Let's see how the story unfolds. Going with the 8-iron. Missing the approach on that one. about 9 feet away here. Ooh, almost. And about 4 feet from the cup. And a decent little putt there. And starting the day off at 2 over par. And now let's move to the second hole. And this shot's looking promising. And this to save the par. And a good putt. And after that hole, he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard. And now let us see what the third hole has in store. I think that's the hybrid. Bit too much club on that one. And setting up here in the green side rough. This one's about 10 feet away. Ooh, and it just misses. And about 6 feet to go here. And that one will drop. And 4 over for the day after that hole. And he's also tied for 7th on the leaderboard. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. And he's in the short stuff now. From here, this is about 10 feet away. for the bird. And they will move down on the leaderboard and into 5th place after that hole. Okay, let's see what the 5th has in store for us. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. This is going straight towards that water, folks. And from 140 yards away. And I think he's overshot the green here. Oh, unfortunate. He's ended up in the water. From 18 feet. Ooh, and it just misses. This one's about 7 feet away. And that one will drop. And after that hole, currently sitting at 7 over par. And moving on to the 6th. This one's looking good, folks. And this putt's for birdie. And about 5 feet to go here. And that one will drop for bogey. And that hole has led to him falling down on the leaderboard here. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. Looks like this could have a bit too much club on it. From 28 feet. It's about 6 feet to go here. Ooh, that looked good. And this one's about 6 feet away. Ooh, and it just doesn't drop. And that one's right in the cup. And it looks like he moved down on the leaderboard after that one. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee-off. This one's heading for the green. Setting up here for a 37-footer. Ooh, just missing here. And 13 feet to go here. Ooh, and that was very close. And this one's about 3 feet from the cup. And that will be for bogey. And 12 over par is the score after that hole. Okay, and on to the 9th. And here's the 3-wood. This puts about 3 feet away. And a nice putt. And with that, folks, his event has come to an end. I think he's probably going to be working on his game in the meantime and focusing on what's next for him. Well, that will do it for our broadcast here today. From myself and my colleagues here at the TGC Network, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy. So glad you could join us for this event here on the TGC network. And we are ready to roll with our first round action here. Let's get down to that first tee and see what happens. And I think you'll like that. And I think he will like that. From 120 yards out. Going with the 9-iron here. And that next putt is going to be an epic one, that's for sure, but they're on the green. And that putt will drop for birdie. And starting the round off with a birdie is not a bad plan. And now the second hole. And from here, about 235 yards to the pin. Well, this is definitely heading towards the green. Yeah, this one's about 19 feet away. And that one will go for birdie. And 2 under for the day after that one. And now the third hole tee off. Well, so far so good for this one. $125 yards to go here. And here's an 8-iron. And about 18 feet to the cup. For the birdie. And after that one, he's still in first place. And now setting up on this par 3. This is going towards the green here. And this is for birdie. It's about a 10-footer from here. Oh my goodness, close, very close, but no cigar. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And now we're gonna take a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, he's still in first place. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. I think we'll find some fairway here. From 115 yards out. Going with the 9-iron. Okay, and he's on the green now. And now from 15 feet. And that one drops for the birdie. And he's gonna stick to first place after that one. And now the 6th hole. Going with the 8-iron here. And that is not bound for the dance floor. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And he's still at the top of the leaderboard after that one. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. And going with the 9-iron. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. Ooh. That was very close. And about 7 feet to go here. And that one drops for par. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. And now the 8th hole. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And this one's heading towards the green. And this for the birdie. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for par. And after that one, he will stay at the top of the leaderboard. And on to the 9th hole. This one's looking a bit long, folks. And I think that'll play safely on the green after that. "22 feet to go." And the long putt will drop. Very nice stroke on that one. And the next round should be very interesting for him. He's going to be playing defensively more so, I believe. He's in first place now, and he's going to really want to hold on to that. And that's it for us here today, folks. We thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, we will see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. And our second round action is about to begin. We are down on the first tee. Let's see what goes down. And about $125 away. Here's a 9-iron. And they're about 3 feet away here. And that putt's going to drop for par. And starting the round off at even par. And now the second hole tee off. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. And about 235 to the pin from here. Going with the 3-wood here. Ooh, just missing here. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And that one will drop for par. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one. Now let's see what this third hole has in store. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And this putt's for birdie. And about 5 feet from the cup. And that putt will go for par. And he's still in first place after that hole. And now the fourth hole. Going with the 3-wood. "32 feet out from here. So close. And that putt will drop for par. And as we check the standings, he's still holding down first place after that one. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. And about $110 to the pin from here. Going with a pitching wedge here. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. And that putt drops for par. And after that one, he's still managing to hold on to first place. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. And this one is on the green with a lengthy putt ahead. Ooh, unfortunate. That's about a few feet from the cup. And that one's going to go for par. And after that hole, he's still in first place. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. And this one's looking pretty good. And about 5 feet to go here. And that par putt will drop. And after that one, he's still in first place. And let's see what the 8th has in store today. And this putt is essential for saving par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And he's gonna stick to first place after that one. And now the 9th hole. Going with the hybrid here. From here, 37 feet to the cup. Ooh, I thought that was going to go. And about 7 feet to go here. And the par putt drops. And he's played very well so far. Some solid golf out there. Not perfect, but very solid. I can't wait to see if he can hang on to that top spot in the next and final round of this event. And that's gonna do it for the broadcast here today, folks. From myself and all the hardworking people here at the TGC Network. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm just so